Hello everyone, welcome to How Fix It. If you experienced an unfortunate drone crash and your camera gimbal has failed due to a broken cable, don't worry. I'm here to help you fix it yourself. In this video guide, I will show you how to replace the gimbal transmission cable on your DJI Mini 4 Pro. First things first, let's go over the tools you'll need. Phillips 1 and Torx T5 screwdrivers, a plastic spudger, a pair of tweezers, and a glue gun. I've included links to these tools and the replacement gimbal parts in the video description below. The DJI Mini 4 Pro drone is a complex device with many small screws and parts. I recommend keeping track of every screw and part during the disassembly process to help you reassemble your drone successfully. And don't worry about losing screws and metal parts, they will all stay on the magnetic mat. Alright, let's dive in. Before disassembling the drone, remove the battery. Remove the 4 screws holding the top cover in place using your Torx T5 screwdriver. Gently use your plastic spudger to pry off the top cover. Be careful not to damage the clips holding it in place or accidentally insert a tool and damage the internal components. With the top cover removed, you now have access to the drone's internal components. Disconnect the gimbal transmission cable from the motherboard by unscrewing one screw and removing the metal bracket. Very carefully remove the adhesive pad and then disconnect the gimbal cable. Detach the covers that provide access to the rubber holders of the camera gimbal by gripping the edge and using a little force to pull them off. Be careful not to damage the internal latches. Remove the second cover in the same order. The camera gimbal is mounted on rubber holders on both sides. To remove the gimbal, you need to thread these rubber holders through a small hole in the drone housing. Use tweezers to pull the rubber holder from the inside and push it inward from the opposite side. Now you can remove the gimbal assembly. Let's move on to the disassembly gimbal. Use tweezers to remove the rubber holders. Often, these rubber holders tear during a crash, but the good news is that they are inexpensive to replace. A link to new rubber holders is in the description. Slide the camera lens counterclockwise to remove it. Remove 2 screws using a Phillips 1 screwdriver. Carefully slide the camera module out of the gimbal housing, but be cautious. The camera is still connected to the transmission cable. Carefully disconnect the transmission cable from the camera module. You can now remove the camera module. Unscrew 3 screws to remove the camera back cover. Pry up the roll cover to remove it from the gimbal. Disconnect the transmission cable. Pry up the yaw cover to access the transmission cable. Remove the glue on the connector and disconnect the transmission cable from the motor. Push the pitch cover from the inside to remove it from the gimbal. Now, you can replace the transmission cable. I have included a link to the new transmission cable for DJI Mini 4 Pro in the video description below. Let's start reassembling the gimbal. Use a glue gun to secure connectors that were previously fixed with glue. If you don't have a fresh thermal compound, use the paste from the old module. Gather the thermal paste together to ensure it is redistributed correctly under the pressure of the heatsink. Pay attention to the correct fit. The holes should align with the protrusions on the gimbal housing. The camera gimbal is assembled, let's move on to installing it on the drone body. When installing the camera gimbal, ensure the wide and narrow holders are threaded into the corresponding holes in the drone housing. Press the rubber holder on the inside with your finger and pull up the edge with tweezers. Lay out the flexible cable of the camera gimbal and install the plugs. Ensure the metal bracket fits into its grooves on both sides. When installing the top cover of the drone body, ensure the latches align perfectly on both sides. Finally, screw the last 4 screws back to secure the top cover. The drone is assembled. Now connect the drone to the remote control and check the camera operation and gimbal rotation. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more drone repair guides. Visit our website for more tech insights and do-it-yourself guides. Remember, every tech challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. You were on How Fix It. Thanks for watching and have a safe flight.